So in this video, I'd just like to talk about and address self-love and the importance of self-love on the healing journey, which is obviously something that I work with people on a day-to-day basis with. And it's something that I find the absolute, fundamental, most important thing on that journey of the healing process. Most people love themselves less than they love others. Now, that's a fact. And over the years of working with people, I'd say 99.9% of people, when asked, how much do you love yourself out of 10, they will give themselves a really low number, mostly below the number 5. And when I say to them, how much do you love the most important person in your life, they will say 10 or 9, but a really high number. So it's puzzled me as to why that is a thing. But it's also been something that's been very prevalent in my own life, which is why I do what I do, because I've had these struggles with myself and all of the different things that have come along with that on this journey. So I really would like to address this in this video. And I've also done a blog to support this, which you can find on my website. Now, in my experience, having worked with many, many, many people now, self-love is one of the most overlooked but absolute foundation for healing. It's the foundation for growth and being able to move forward, and it's the foundation for any fulfilling, mutually beneficial relationship. It's easy for us. We find it easy, and we're programmed to find this easy and to think that this is right, to shower others with love and affection and being able to give to others, but we neglect ourselves, and that's seen as the right thing to do. It's seen as egotistical to kind of put ourselves first in lots of different ways. It's like building a house. When we think about building a house, when we don't love ourselves, if we're trying to build a house or we're building a relationship or anything else in our lives, we're building that on shaky ground without strong foundations. And everything in our lives, if we don't have self-love, is at risk of falling apart or not working out. We are taught and programmed to think that it's selfish, but it's actually an essential part of being a fulfilled person. It's essential for fully recognizing and accepting our worth. And by accepting our self-worth, it means that we accept all of the flaws and all of the good things that we like about ourselves. We just accept it all, and we love all of it, just like we do with the person that we love the most in our lives, or the people that we love the most. It's about treating ourselves with kindness and respect, the same kindness and respect that we offer others, we offer it to ourselves. It's the same sort of kindness and respect that we expect from others to offer us, and we get a little bit like, why are they not being kind to me? But actually they're reflecting back that part of you that is unable to offer yourself that kindness and respect. It's the starting point for all healing. The healing of past wounds, childhood trauma, any sort of thing that's happened to you in the past, healing that, moving through that, it's completely essential for any of those things. And it's essential for creating a life that truly nourishes your soul and allows you to, get on your path, your soul purpose. Most of us have grown up with that relentless inner critic that's got louder and louder and louder over the years. That voice that compares us and judges and imagines all sorts of scenarios about how we've been really embarrassing, or we shouldn't have said that, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't wear that, you don't need to look like that, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too this, you're too that, all of those things. It is about really starting to challenge that inner critic and replacing it with self-love, just like you would do with anybody else who was talking to themselves like that. You would be saying, no, that's not true. You are this, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you have these skills, you have these abilities. So every time you hear that inner critic, it's really about challenging that inner critic. Is that true? And then we can start to really look at ourselves with a compassionate eye and be really loving to ourselves. And it really calms down the nervous system. And then we can start and embark on this transformative journey that is just so exciting. to move into different realms of understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So your worth is not determined by any sort of external validation. We think it is, we're taught that it is, we're programmed that it is, but all of those things are breaking down now, thankfully. But you have inherent value just for being a human being. It's not easy to navigate this world. It's not easy to go through all of the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs and all of those things, but it's so much easier if we completely love ourselves and have compassion for ourselves and all of the things that we do. Everybody makes what we call mistakes, but actually, are they mistakes, or is it just us exploring different aspects of ourselves? So, in conclusion, in my experience, and especially on the healing journey, self-love is not a luxury. It's not something that, oh, I'd love to have that, but I just won't have that. It's an absolute necessity. It's the key to unlocking your full potential. It's the key to breaking down those barriers, to do those things that you've always wanted to do, but just been too scared to do that in case of what other people might think, feel, or say, or, whatever it is. It's the key to living a life full of joy, full of happiness, and that deep sense of inner peace within. It's the key to making deep connections with others and really seeing, amazing reflections of ourselves, because everybody that is in our reality is a reflection on some level of something within us. So the more that we love ourselves, the more that we see that reflected back in our external reality. So what I'd really like to end on today is just let's really start challenging that inner critic and start making self-love a priority from this moment moving forward. And actually, it's quite a good exercise to give yourself a week to just really notice what those thoughts are that come up, those critical thoughts, that little inner gremlin that just comes up with all of these comments, and just each one of them that comes up over that time, just challenge it. Is it true? Actually, no. And then we can just move forward. We move on from it. And the more that we challenge it, the more that it's silenced. And we can then start to heal ourselves and heal our relationship with ourselves. When we do that, we start to heal our relationships around us. And then that's like a ripple effect that goes out into the world. And therefore, we heal the world around us. So if you'd like to delve a bit deeper into the self-love and how important it is in everything, and I find it the foundation to all of my sessions with clients, then you can go and read my blog on my website, which is at helenatbarry.co.uk. You can go on Facebook, Instagram, or you can just message me. I also have some stuff on YouTube. So thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can start giving yourself some self-love today.